The following is a presentation of Angry Jack Productions.
Literacy isn't just reading, it's how we see and interact with the world. It's how we communicate with others, how we articulate our feelings, and express ourselves.
The question has been asked, why add a literacy program via the enrichment class? A couple of very sobering facts might help us understand why we are making some of the choices we are currently making. First, 25% of high school students do not graduate on time, mostly because they don't have the literacy skills to achieve the required standards set by the state public education department. Additionally, in New Mexico, 29% of adults, people over the age of 21, are only able to read at the level of a 5 to 7-year-old child, partially due to the lack of exposure to the printed word when they were in school. We're talking paper books here. If we don't have access, we don't have exposure, we can never improve. And if we don't do something here at GHS, the status quo will not change.
Okay, so literacy is important as a chef because you have to be able to read the recipes, to be able to correctly prepare different foods, and maintain your level of consistency.
Literacy to me as a chef is important because if you don't know the description of a word or what the word means, then you can get recipes confused and injuries or wrong ingredients can be added.
Is the culinary procedure of breaking down an animal body into individual edible cuts for easier processing and cooking.
As a chef is more than just knowing how to read and write. As a chef, you need to interpret written directions into an actual procedure.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. Gonzalez here. By now you've already heard some of your teachers talk about why literacy is important in their classes, and I'm here to tell you it's just as important for me and the students of my classes. With regard to broadcasting and media, if you're learning new equipment, oftentimes the quickest way to learn it is to open up that guide and read it and figure it out. So that's where literacy comes in there. Also, when you're going to be in front of the camera like I am or my students are, they write their own scripts, they compare them to each other, they add new things, they take things out. Literacy, in short, is a must if you are going to be someone who is a broadcaster or media person in the world after graduation.
Vocabulary word is verdant because it means green and lush. Also, it relates to forests and stuff, which is good because I used to live in a desert where we had nothing there.
For today's enrichment class activity, we would like you to think of your favorite elective, CTE class, or career pathway. Each class or pathway has a vocabulary that you use daily. In the Google Classroom, open today's assignment and the Google Sheet provided. On the Google Sheet, in column A, list your favorite vocabulary words. In column B, define those words. In column C, you will describe or explain the word and how you would use it. And in column D, you can add a picture or an image that illustrates the word. This week, as you participate in your elective and CTE classes, we invite you to share the words that you selected with your teachers and explain why you selected those words. As the school year progresses, you can continue to add words to your list. Now, go to your Google Classroom, open the assignment, and complete today's activity.
This has been a presentation of Angry Jack Productions.